guys, it is Jess. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a 6-bedroom family home, and this was actually a request from somebody. They wanted me to do a 6-bedroom family home that only had certain packs that they had, so I will just get what those packs are so you guys know. But yeah, I really enjoy doing these sorts of like build requests and stuff because it gets me, I guess, out of my own sort of comfort zone, and then like, yeah, you guys get a build that you want. So I hope that you enjoy your build, and if you ever want me to try and build you something, just let me know. I do have a bit of like an upload schedule and stuff though, so if you do ask me to build you something, usually I'll be able to build it pretty quickly, but it won't actually be up as a speed build on the channel for a while, just because that's how the whole schedule and everything works. So yeah, this build has not as many, I guess, packs as my other builds do. I was a little bit restrictive with that. So I know that it has the, what is it called? I'm having a blank now. It's got the City Living, Get to Work, Dine Out, Vintage Glamour stuff, Romantic Garden stuff, Cool Kitchen stuff, Perfect Patio stuff, and Luxury Party stuff. So that's all the stuff that it has in it. No more, no less. So yeah, I really hope that you do enjoy this. There are going to be like just a few little cuts in the beginning of this build. Just, I don't know, it took me a little bit of time to kind of get the exterior of the home and everything. I think I was a little bit tired. I have been super wanting to like build, but I've been a bit tired lately, and sometimes I just get this weird like builder's block where it's like nothing works and I just can't get things to work properly. But in the end, I really love the way this house turned out, especially the exterior. I think it is so cute, and it's like green and it's bright and happy, and I just think that it's the best. So yeah, as I mentioned before, this is a 6-bedroom home. It has 2 bedrooms downstairs and 4 bedrooms upstairs, plus like a kind of big toy room living area kind of thing upstairs as well. I was assuming that if you had 6 bedrooms in the home, it's going to be like a kid friendly, or you've got lots of kids and stuff. So what I did was I had the parents' bedroom downstairs, and then I did another bedroom downstairs. I made it the guest bedroom, but you could also make that like maybe like the toddler room or something, like if you want the little kids to be closer to you or something like that. So that's the 2 bedrooms downstairs, and then I did 4 upstairs bedrooms, and I'm having slightly a blank moment. I think I did 2 teenage rooms and 2 kid rooms, but I tried to make it so that you could kind of change the colours around or change a few things around. It could be appropriate for both girls and boys. So hopefully it can be, used for anyone. And then upstairs as well, I put in the kind of living area, play area, toy room kind of thing. It's got a bit of everything up there. It's got a piano, it's got toys, it's got like just for every age it has stuff. So yeah, I also cut out not a whole lot, but a fair bit of the landscaping for this build, because I feel like I do very similar landscaping all the time, and I just don't want my landscaping to get kind of like repetitive and stuff. So there's still a lot in this build, but I did actually cut quite a lot out. Most of it was like in the backyard rather than around the front of the house. So I hope that I still hope that you enjoy it. I'm thinking of like maybe cutting out even more of my landscaping lately, just because I feel like I really do the same thing so often that it's kind of, I don't know, you probably don't really need to see it as much anymore, but whatever. In this garden though, I tried to leave a decent amount of grassy areas, because I thought that with the new seasons pack, and just depending, they've got like the sprinkler, and they've got like the kiddie pool, and they've got the swing set. So I did want to leave it like a little bit generic. So if you did happen to have, a pack that had the swing set in it or anything like that, you could put that in the backyard as well. And I just thought that, it would be cool. So I've been trying that a little bit with backyards, just leaving them slightly more bare and blank in some areas, just so that you can kind of add in your own little kind of things in there. Because in reality, like, backyards wouldn't be completely full, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, I also put in, oh, actually, do you know what happened? I can't remember the context of it. Oh, that's it. So I built this house and I put it up on the gallery, and I had this weird glitch where when I got it off the gallery, it, all the furniture like disappeared out of the back garden. I don't really know what happened. It was really random. So the backyard does end up slightly differently to what you're seeing here. So in the screenshots and what is on the gallery is a little bit different to the backyard right now, but it still has all the same stuff. Like it still has the basketball hoop. I think it does anyway. And it's still got, you know, the planter boxes and that kind of stuff. So it's not like super duper different, but it's a little bit different. But the general gist of things is exactly the same. So I just kind of left it as is. Yeah, so we are about to kind of go inside soon. Also, I have a little bit of a sore throat today, so if I sound just a little bit like croaky or whatever, it's because I've got a sore throat. So yeah, that's just the way that it is, and hopefully you guys understand. So yeah, it's like the hard thing sometimes about doing voiceovers and stuff is that you just get the sorest throat from it, especially with me. Like I work in a call center, I talk all day when I get home, I talk all day at work, I just talk, and it takes a toll on the vocals. But anyway, so this lounge room, I really like how it turned out. I love the cream theme. I'd say that a lot and it always rhymes, and it, yeah, anyway, yeah, so it's good, and I was really happy that this person had Get to Work because it has like one of my favorite pot plants in it, so that made it really easy. And the lounge is the City Living lounge, I think. Oh, maybe it's a lounge that has to be unlocked, and I have to admit that I've decided I really hate most of the lounges that EA has. I think that, yeah, there's a few packs that have really good lounges. Like there are really nice lounges in the Cats and Dogs pack, I think it is, yeah, Cats and Dogs. And honestly, that's probably the only pack that has good lounges, and Parenthood. And I feel like I would buy those two packs like just so I could have those two lounges. So that was just like a really random side note, but I really like the lounge I ended up using. I'm glad I found it. I've actually never really noticed it before. So yeah, we're doing the kitchen now, and I wanted to keep this house in like a lighter theme. Usually when I do more like restricted packs, I tend to go with a darker color scheme, and I just thought this time, you know what, let's go like nice and creams and light browns and sort of stuff like that. So I do change the kitchen colors a little bit, and I think I did cut some of it out, but you might notice that the walls change color a lot as well. Like I end up with like a tile and then some brick, and I don't even remember what I actually settled with at the end, but they go through a few changes. So yeah, like right now we've got the tiles. It'll change like 2 or 3 more times after this, but I think it looks good with how it was at the end. So yeah, I end up, oh, I can't remember, I think, yeah, I ended up leaving those pots and pans there. I think that they looked really good, and it was just like a good way to fill up that wall, because the cabinets didn't seem to really fit there. I don't know why, just the cabinets just weren't kind of working for that area, so I ended up putting the shelves in, and I think that worked out really well. This build was really interesting because it really made me appreciate the new furniture and items with each pack. So Dine Out has some really good clutter items that I just didn't kind of realize until I started using them. Like a lot of the stuff on those shelves are from Dine Out, and it's just stuff that I guess in some ways take for granted. So I enjoyed doing this build, and like Dine Out floors, it's cool. I would nearly like encourage people, like if you just want to like rediscover the game, just like challenge yourself and build using only like a couple packs, and you really realize like how cool some of the objects are, and you discover new things, and yeah, it's just cool. So here we are like changing the color again of the kitchen, because I really wanted to use like the cream dining table, and then the cream dining table didn't go well with the white kitchen, I didn't think. So I changed it back again. I'm changing the tiles over again. So yeah, as I said, we're going through quite a few little changes here, but it ends up good. I like the way that it turned out, and I hope you guys do as well. That blue doesn't stay. I'm pretty sure I end up with the concrete, the like stones and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I've ever used this dining table before. And it's really nice. I don't usually use the larger dining tables at all, to be honest. But with this build, because it is, you know, like a 6-bedroom home, I felt like I had to use the, like the big dining table and everything. And this dining room overall, I think I picked a good spot for it, because dining rooms I find really hard to furnish. So this one has a lot of like doors and entryways and stuff. It made it super easy to furnish, because it was really didn't need a lot of furniture because it had so many windows and stuff. But yeah, I like the way it turned out, and the floor plan of this house I think is really cool. I'd nearly like to furnish it again using all of the packs, just because I guess I do have a few favourite objects, and sometimes I'll do something and I'm like, oh, I just really want to use this particular object. Like under the stairs, I really wanted to use the bowling night couch, like the little love seat, whatever it's called. But that's not to say that, you know, you need certain packs to make a good build or anything. Believe me, I think that you can do amazing things just with base game. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I actually do that a lot of times, though. I'll build a house that I really like the floor plan of, and I just want to continually furnish it all different ways, even though it's all the one floor plan. And, I mean, at one point, that would probably be an interesting video, like a 2-part video, like building a house and then just, like, furnishing the same house a few different ways. Who knows? So this is like the little green room area. I made it a green room. But you could turn this into like a guest room. You could kind of probably like extend the guest bedroom, which is just next to it, and you could make this like a big guest suite or something. You could also make this a gym. I think this would be a really cool gym with all the windows and everything. And then if you had the seasons pack, I think that this would be a really good green room, and you could add heaps more plants and stuff to it. There just wasn't a whole lot of like plant clutter, or not as much as what I usually use. So yeah, this little green room is very versatile. It could even be a sitting room. Like you could put a piano in here and make it like a formal sitting room. So there's heaps of stuff that you could do with that room. Very versatile, and I have faith in you guys. I reckon you could turn that into like a really cool room. Not that it's not already a really cool room. Anyway, yeah, this is the main bedroom, the master bedroom. So it's got a little ensuite next to it. And I just went again with like the really nice light color theme and a lot of city living furniture in this one. It was fun using it. I don't think I used city living furniture a whole lot, so it was really fun to get back to, you know, city living stuff. And I used the bed and the curtains, and I forgot how amazing those city living curtains were. I love them. They're awesome. Fabulous. And then here I am doing my little, you know, those little like fake makeup table things that I like to do. So I'm just chucking one of them in. And I kind of started, and then I realized that there wasn't the in the Parenthood pack, they have like some really good makeup clutter. So I just put different clutter on it to what I usually would. And once again, I really like the way that it turned out. So yeah, I put that, what is it called? The dresser thing is not quite the same brown, cream brown as the bed, but we're just going to pretend that it is. I think that it still works. I think it still looks good. So yeah, I really liked the shape of this bedroom. It was really different. So I kind of had like the little zones, and I'm not 100% sure the cupboard and stuff are functional, but I figured that it wouldn't matter just because like you can change your Sims like outfits just by clicking on them, and there are enough like mirrors in this house that are functional that I really didn't think it was going to matter too much if, oh no, like that one dresser doesn't really work properly. I try to play test things that are important, but something like a dresser, I just think go and use the mirror in the bathroom, like, you know, that works just as well. So yeah, this is, as I was saying before, the downstairs guest room. And I just went really, really neutral colours with it and just kept it pretty plain. And yeah, as I said, I like the way it turned out. I think that you could really just go in and like change all the swatches to maybe some like crazier colours, and it could be a kid's room or a teen's room. You could even leave it as is. I am definitely more of like a cream and neutral kind of person, so I'd probably be happy with this room as a teenager, honestly. I think it's a pretty cool room. So yeah, it's nice. And then I kind of did this little like dressing area over in that corner, and I put like a little rug next to the bed, and I think it's cute. Very, very neutral, and as I said, like, you could easily use this for more than just, you know, a guest room. I wish that you got visitors in The Sims, because I always put like guest rooms in houses, but we don't ever really get guests in The Sims, and I think that that'd be something really cool if, yeah, like you had a friend come over to visit for a couple nights, and you can even like allocate them a bed and stuff. I think they kind of had that a little bit in The Sims 3 with their like vacation pack, but it'd be really, really cool. So this is me doing the sort of upstairs living area thing. So this would be like really good, and you could, once again, like, you could do so many different things with this. Something that I think would be really handy is if you had like heaps of kids, you could put a couple desks up here, and it could just be where they do their homework. So I just imagine like all the kids would come up here together and they'd do their homework and they would play TV, and it's a really good like skill building room for them as well. Personally for me, like if I have big families that I'm playing with, I do like to have little like skill building rooms or something. It just makes everything so much easier. Yeah, like this house, if I was using this for like my 100 baby challenge, this would be like the homework room, skill building room, and I tried to put as much stuff in it as possible. And there's also stuff in here for like teenagers and adults as well, so it's not just for kids. So obviously, you know, teenagers and adults can use the TV and the game machine, but I also end up putting in a piano. I think I put in a chess table, but I get rid of that at some point. Because I really wanted to use one of the gaming tables, but it didn't come in any of the packs that I was able to use. I don't even know what pack that came in that. Don't like the llama game. But yeah, so I put that in there for now, and then I do get rid of it later on. And I end up adding in, as I said, the piano, but I also end up putting in a karaoke machine. I think I put it over where that bunny is, because I just kind of thought that I didn't want it to be like too child orientated, because I imagine that there would be teenagers living in this house as well. So yeah, I move around a few things and put that karaoke machine in and put a couple paintings behind it. And then in a minute I'll move the chess table and put that piano in as well. And I just think it's a cool little room up here, and it's probably something that I do a little bit more in my current households as well. So yeah, moving on to the bedrooms now. So I did this teenage girl's bedroom, and I made it very like Pinteresty, I suppose. So I imagine she's very fashionable and, you know, just sort of into makeup and stuff. So there's no like computer or TV or desk in here. It's all just kind of like makeup and beauty and those sorts of things. So I think that when I do rooms like this, I try and imagine what kind of hobby the sim would have. So this one's like super into her makeup and stuff. And I always just imagine that if they don't have a computer in the room, they just have like a laptop or something. Laptops are the best. And once again, it'd be really cool if they had laptops in The Sims and they were just kind of like the tablets. So they kind of just sit in your inventory, or you can like put them on surfaces and the Sims can like sit there and play, and they like pull them out and sit down and play with like the laptop. That'd be really cool, guys. I think I should join the Sims team. Like, hello, Sim Guru Jess has a lovely ring to it. Except I just want to, if I was a Sim Guru, I'd be the worst one, because all I'd want to do is be like, we need to add this, 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 and this. You guys do it. I'm going to go play some Sims. Cheers. And like, that would be my job. I'd just be like the ideas lady, and I'd talk to people on Twitter because that's really fun. But that's all I'd do. But, you know, if they need someone like that on the team, I'm your girl. Woo! Oh, that'd be really fun, actually. I wish you could make your own jobs. How cool would that be if you just like, I want to get paid for doing this, and then that was a thing? Wishful thinking, honestly, wishful thinking. Yeah, so just adding some little clutter. I wanted to make this room super like pretty and girly, so I put in the, you know, the plants and the candles, and I changed the wallpaper as well. It's like a little like speckled wallpaper that I end up using, and I've used it before and oh, I love it. I think it's so cool, and it's one of those ones where I use it and I'm like, oh, I've got to use this more often. It's the best wallpaper ever, and then I forget about it again, and it's like it's always there in the back of my mind, but I always like forget about it and then reconnect with it, and so I've reconnected with it again. I was gonna go for that like sort of ombre wallpaper, but it just didn't have the right color. So yeah, I go with this like speckled one. It's awesome. I think it is like so cool. And I just put it on like 2 of the walls. It didn't film very well, but it's there. Now this one here is the teen boys room. And I do end up having to change the shape of the bedroom a little bit because I was really happy with the placement of the bed and everything, and then I realised that it wasn't functional. So I just end up changing the room shape so I can keep the bed as it is because I really liked it. I thought it was cool. So yeah, as I said, I imagine this would be like a teenage boys room. Once again, change the colours. It could be a teenage girls room. Who knows? But I tried to make it super messy. Like as messy as I could, I suppose. So I put you know, like lots of clutter in, and I put the TV and a music box. A music box. Am I 85? A music box. Just means a stereo. I have been doing cross stitch lately, so maybe I am like channeling my inner 95-year-old with that old fangled music box. Jesus, that was bad. Anyway, I put a stereo in and a TV and a game console thing. Words are just not working for me. I'm going to blame that. And I also changed the wallpaper to like a dark blue. But yeah, it's like kind of intentionally a bit mismatched. And I try and put in like a few of these signed posters. And I imagine that the teenage boy in here is sort of sporty and athletic and popular and, you know, really into like playing computer games and stays up really late at night and listens to his music box. Actually, you know what? I think a music box is actually a thing. A music box is the one where you like turn the dial and it makes a friendly sound, I think. So maybe I'm not as fandangled as I thought I was. Anyway. Oh yeah, I put the guitar in there as well. So musical. I feel this is very teenage boysy. Teenage boysy. Yup. Good room. I really like it. So we're about to then move into the first kids' room. So I did one kid's room here, and I kind of went like with a red and blue sort of theme, and I just imagined that this kid would be maybe sort of like 13, 14, and then the last bedroom that I do, that kid's probably more like a little bit younger, like maybe like 9 or 10 kind of thing. So this was maybe a slightly older child, but still a child, and then the other one, yeah. Anyway, once again, you could probably change your colours around if you want to, you know, change that sort of stuff up. I tried to make it, as I said, like fairly generic in that regard. So all the furniture I used should have enough swatches that you can just change all the colours around. I know that, you know, obviously girls can have a blue room and boys can have a pink room, but I think that to a certain extent we do kind of, people like routine and stuff, so people kind of like and are drawn to pink for a girl and blue for a boy because it's just, I think it's just as we are as humans. So as usual, as I said, I'm not trying to be like, this is strictly a boys' room because it's red and blue. And I always feel like I have to over explain that when, you know, you guys know, do whatever you want with the room. Blue's my favourite colour and I'm a girl, so I'm not about the whole, you know. Anyway, I'm going on too much. I think I get rid of that speckled wall because I love the speckled wall, but it never has quite the right colours in the speckles. Yeah. And then this is the final bedroom, and this is like the last little part of the build. So this is what I would imagine to be the youngest kid in the house. You could also totally put a toddler bed in here and make it a toddler's room, or once again, the guest room downstairs, that could be a toddler room. So I actually have to go to work now, and I don't really have, well, I don't have much left of the build, so I think I'm just going to leave it now. By the time I do my outro and everything, it'll pretty much be screenshots. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I don't actually have anything to say. I really need to get this outro business sorted, but thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to catch you all in another video. Bye!